What's going on, guys? This is a big moment right now for Edit, so I wanted to put a video out real quick. So there's a couple warning signs here, right? Which we have this hourly TD9 flash that just popped as we broke through the neckline of this inverse head and shoulders, as well as this morning when we had this breakout here of this falling wedge here, resistance at 46.50. So the breakout target of this falling wedge is pretty fucking massive, okay? So it's not going to take, it's not going to come up in one day here. But the biggest thing that I'm watching right now is this potential of this diamond pattern here at the right here, this diamond pattern breakout here, as well as this inverse head and shoulders. So if we look here at the targeted place that we want to see this thing close above is 47.90, and the inverse head and shoulders line, the neckline, is 47.99. So I'm looking for a close on the hourly above this candle here. Now you can see on the 45-minute we came up and we double topped pretty much at this 48.42, which I had a target of 48.36 of a break of a smaller pattern here. So I'm really curious to see how this is going to play out. So we can look on this 45-minute and try to figure it out. Now, of course, this volume came in very big on this breakout here. And right now we are holding support as of right now above this 47.92 level. If we look on the 5-minute here just to see what's going on, we're getting a little bit of a back test here. And I'm not sure if we're going to be able to hold it or not. It looks like it's testing this 5-minute EMA. I'm really curious to see what's going to happen here, because if it does fall down here, then obviously it's going to come back down to this 47.42, and it's going to be a fake break here. So I'm not 100% how this is going to play out. All I know is that I'm looking at 3:30 to get a close above this 47.91 here. We can see here that we got a little bit of a rejection there and a little bit of a double top there. So, I'm a little bit concerned, but as long as we stay above and stay closed above this neckline here, and as long as we can hold this line, and just know it could follow it all the way down here as it makes maybe a flag or something of the sort here. Obviously you can see we double topped there on the 15, and then on the 4-hourly here, it's not I don't know where the price action is right now. I'm pretty sure that it's up in this range, but it could be a little bit lower right now as we speak, and then we could not get this closed. But we need to stay above this 48, really, to be honest with you. We got a beautiful green-red-green formation there, and this is really the time to break out, whether it's, whether we have a big blast off tomorrow or not. That's kind of what I'm trying to see here. Now, obviously the TD9 could call for a correction here, but we just broke this line here. Now, one thing I was watching for was this RSI being a left shoulder ahead and a right shoulder, but I'm not sure how that's going to play out just yet. And seeing that we broke this, I mean, if we wanted to and we broke down here, right, and we came all the way back down, the lowest we could probably come would be 45.63 on the downside here. And if we broke below that, then obviously 45 to 23, then that's a whole different story there. But for now, it looks like we might be holding this area as support. So watch for this hourly close above here, and watch for some more big volume to come in here, because if we can get this hourly close in a back test and hold this 47.91 here, this might be a great fucking entry somewhere between this 47, maybe 47. 92 with a stop loss below this line here of 47.24. That's kind of what I would do personally. Maybe you could even put a stop loss below this 47.30 as well. So, I mean, I'm locked and loaded with calls. I'm locked and loaded with shares. I felt very confident about this pattern playing out here. It looks so clean, this inverse head and shoulders. And, obviously we're at a crucial point right here, because this is the area that it likes to get rejected at. So, it's not something you have to rush right into here, of course. And, this isn't financial advice. I'm just putting out there the plays that I'm working with right now and what's going on. So this could turn around on us, of course, right? Because, maybe if you want to really be patient here, you could just say, I'm going to wait and see if it can break above this trend line here, 48.84 or $49, and see if we can get up in this range. And if we can get up in this range, then I might put in a long versus buying here where we have a red TD9 flash and it could potentially drop, right? So it's up to you. I mean, really the play would have been right here, which I went long this morning when it came back down to 46.05. I put in another long there, and you know, I'm going to see what happens here. You know, nothing goes straight up, of course, and we did have a pretty good run here today. So, you know, maybe it's something to keep an eye on for tomorrow and see where we end up. We just had this MACD cross on the on the MACD, and you know, even with this MACD, it kind of looks like it could be a big inverse head and shoulders here as well, as you can see. If you look at it like this, left shoulder, big head, and right shoulder that we just broke here, so we could come up on this MACD too. You know, but nothing's guaranteed, nothing is certain here. But you know, as of right now, where we are, if we can continue up here, say tomorrow, then we can cancel out what could potentially end up being bearish divergence right here, because it is a little lower on the right now that I'm looking at it than the left, as far as right here, and we're up here. So it could cause a short-term drop there. So we do need to keep that in mind here. So I'm just putting this out here to keep this one on the radar if you're not already in it. If you are, maybe you would wait for it to get above 48.84 here, since if you didn't play this break here. But I am looking to see if it'll flag out here, consolidate on top of this, or even on top of this, which means it could come as low as 47.56, I guess, if it wanted to flag here or make a falling wedge or something like that. But I'm just curious to see how this is going to play out here. As of right now, it looks like we're still holding here, and we have about 20 minutes or so before we get an hourly close. So just keep this one on the radar, guys, and that's the quick update for you guys on this. All right, peace.